everyone, welcome back. I've been gone for a while, but I'm still here. So I wanted to make this video to mainly go over ergonomics of your back. I'm not really going to go over the ergonomics of your hands. I'll do that in another video, but the main thing is your back. So if you don't have a saddle chair, you have a regular operatory chair, provider chair. When you sit in that chair, you want to make sure that your back is straight up against the back of that chair. That way your shoulders are not hunched up like that. They're more relaxed. And your hips are at the same level, making that 90 degree, as well as your arms, making that 90 degree. So that way you're basically in like a relaxed position. So you don't create no tension for yourself. Now, I did say that I wasn't going to do no hand, I guess tutorial or whatever you want to call it. So when you see my hands doing all kinds of dips and all that stuff like that, that's because the way that I have that model, I don't think I have it on there right. So it's going to look a little wonky. But you want to make sure that your hand is able, not your hand, your arm is able to make that relaxed L shape. It's like a 90 degree angle. So that way any motions that you do, you're able to, everything works in unison. So this is a position that I would be in to do the maxillary right on the buccal and the maxillary left on the lingual. When you're on that lingual of the upper left, you want to make sure that you're able to cup your patient's chin so you can reach as far back as you need to, which with whatever you're doing, exploring or scaling. So with this model, I'm just calculus detecting. That's why I'm wearing gloves, because the natural oils from our hands don't want to get it on the models. And you'll see me doing that. So my hands are not correct because I do not have the model positioned correctly. So I'm just doing what I can for the sake of the video. So I'm going to move over to show you guys the 12 o'clock position now. So that position is usually for the maxillary, buccal, and lingual surfaces. And in this position, of course, your back is still straight, and you want to make sure your patient's chin is all the way up. That way you don't have any issues. So now I know you see that I'm looking down, and it can cause some tension in the neck. I don't have loops, and with God's grace, I can get Ergoloops, so that way I can keep my neck straight as well. That way I can be looking straight but also looking down at the same time, and that way I can get those surfaces. So I'm also going to show you how to get like a good bite, and my positions may not be perfect, but watch this and don't mind the background noise.
Look what y'all doing. What y'all... And why are...
And there you have it, a good bite on the buccal surface of the true facial of number 8. So now we are going to do the buccal of the maxillary left quadrant. With this, we're going to cup the patient's chin, and I want you to pay attention to my ergonomics. So yes, I'm looking down. That's because I don't have any loops, especially ergo loops, but my back is still straight and my shoulders are not hunched up. And we have our VP Diane. She gave me permission to leave that part in the video, so I'm gonna leave it in the video. Now I'm just going around showing you just different positions. I want you to really remember just to keep your back straight. When you get loops as far as the back of your neck, you're going to be able to have your neck straight, but because I do not have on loops, that's not happening right now. So I'm also showing you, gonna show you when you do the lingual surface of the mandibular in the anterior region, you're going to do half and half. So the surface, like let's say we're doing 25, and the surface that's towards the midline, you're going to be at the 12 o'clock position, and then when you go to the distal surface, you're going to move to that home position. You're going to go half and half. That way you can get as much surface area as you can when you're exploring and scaling. And the positions of my hands may be a little off again, because the way I put this model on here, I know it's not right, and I can't bring the patient's chin all the way down because it's not a patient. But usually when you're doing the mandible, you want the patient's chin all the way down, and then the chair down as far as it can go, and the back portion of the chair up slightly, so that way you can position your hands in that relaxed motion where your forearm is creating that L. So that's why my hands are a little wonky, where my hand is kind of dipping in a little bit. But again, this is not for hand positions or anything like that. This is just for ergonomics of your body, your back mainly. As far as your hands, as long as you are in the right positions, with your forearm in the right positions, and your patient's chin is in the right position, patient's head completely, you're good to go. Because you, as the provider, you want to utilize your patients. You want to make sure that you can do what you can do. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys next time. Bye.